going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Dylan's Daily Show, and the new year is almost upon us. It is almost 2018. 2017 is coming to an end, and I have to admit, 2017 has been a pretty significant year for this country. We had Donald Trump obviously assuming office, and since then, it's been a pretty rough year for the Democrats. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Democrats have had an extremely rough year. And in this video, I want to go over just how good of a president Donald Trump has been, because I just want to rub it in Democrats' face. I really do. And, since 2017 is coming to an end, I just want to talk about how bad of a year it's been for them and how wonderful of a year it's been for America, because it has, in fact, been an amazing year. We can start off, Donald Trump took office in 2017, so that's the clear, that was the first thing. You can see snowflakes all over the place. You got the Women's March, you got all that nonsense going on. But Donald Trump took office. You've got the big Russia investigation. Remember, that was the Democrats' thing, this Russia investigation that was supposed to take over, the entire Trump presidency. He's supposed to be impeached because of the Russia investigation. Where is that now? Where's the Russia investigation? It's completely in the ground. There is nothing, they have found nothing on Donald Trump. The only information they have found was on Paul Manafort and one of his associates, and it had nothing to do with Trump colluding with Russia. They were pulling in Manafort and one of his associates so that they could, pressure him into giving answers on Donald Trump and the Russia investigation. You have the Michael Flynn situation, but there's nothing tying that to Donald Trump. The whole thing's falling apart. And now we found out the people who were working in the special counsel investigating the Russia investigation to Trump were actually Clinton supporters. And I did a video on this, donating, and it's called, it says Witch Hunt on the thumbnail. You can go check it out on my YouTube channel. They were, a lot of the people that were working in the special counsel were donating to the Democrats and donating to Hillary Clinton, supported Hillary Clinton openly. And now we're supposed to trust them with this Russia investigation? I seriously don't think so. So that's falling apart. We've got the Jerusalem decision, making Jerusalem the official capital of Israel. And, we will move our embassy there eventually. This is fantastic. Anything that's irritated the liberals, it's fantastic. And anything that Trump does irritates the liberals, ergo, it's fantastic. Nikki Haley, powerful Nikki Haley, which, by the way, I am going to make a prediction right now. I think that Nikki Haley, all right, will run for president in 2024. I'm just going to put that out there. She announced a $285 million cut to the UN budget next year, the United Nations budget, which, of course, the United Nations is just a giant globalist organization trying to push for mass immigration from third world countries into first world countries, and they don't really do much to help anybody. Look, let's take, for example, how much money the UN has spent in Africa, all right? Have you seen a very significant difference in Africa since the UN has started spending copious amounts of money there? Absolutely not. Coca-Cola and their goal to bring water to all Africans, they have done more than the UN has with all of the stuff that the UN does. And there are certain issues, again, I'm not going to get into it in this video, but when you look into Africa and you look in, it's just essentially a bunch of warlords that run everything down there. It's very hard to get anything done. And it seems like we're just throwing money and throwing resources at these people, and the warlords just pick them all up and take it for themselves. And it's not fair to the African people, but that's what's happening. Tax reform passed, which very big win. Obamacare is completely failing, but this tax reform thing is fantastic for the American people. The majority of American people are going to see a significant tax cut, and they're going to be able to save more money, which is awesome. We're going to be able to reinvest that into their business. Obviously, I talked business on a video, but you're going to be able to reinvest that money into your business. You're going to be able to hire more people because you're going to have, less money you have to give out in taxes every year. It's just going to be a fantastic thing for the economy, and I'm excited to see what happens in that regard. Obviously cutting regulations from the Obama administration. Trump has been doing a lot of that. Just getting the government out of the private sector. When the government tries to interfere itself with the private sector, it always ends in disaster every single time. Have we seen anything beneficial come from the government expanding to the size it has? No. We see crippling debt, deficit skyrocketing. It's just absolutely insane. We don't see any progress in that regard. So Donald Trump is cutting that regulation and getting the government off the backs of the people. Obviously, on the foreign policy front, in 2015, there were 45,000 people fighting for ISIS fighters. Now, in 2017, going into 2018, there are under 1,000. And that's just because Donald Trump said, look, Donald Trump knows he doesn't have any military experience. That was something Obama didn't understand. He didn't have any military experience at all, but he still went in there. Look, oh, we are going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and tried to control the military. And generals who quit the Obama administration, they left during the Obama administration, some of them wrote books saying that this guy's absolutely insane. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. He doesn't listen to the generals. It's completely absurd. But Donald Trump said, you know what? Mad Dog Mattis, James Mattis, take it and go. And, you know, he just let the military do its thing. Under 1,000 ISIS members left. In November, 228,000 jobs created, which is the strongest U.S. market since the turn of the century. Secretary of State Tillerson just announced on December 3rd that the U.S. is withdrawing from the Global Compact on Migration, which, honestly, that is an amazing decision, and I'm so glad he made that decision. Obamacare, completely failing, like I said earlier in the video. It's going down the tubes. The Dow closed at 24,000 for the first time in history. Jeff Sessions and the Attorney General, or he is the Attorney General, and the Attorney General's office is going after, in the Department of Justice, is going after MS-13 big league. I mean, we're going after them very big, and they're looking into Hillary Clinton now. I mean, there's so much that's going on. We've got, during President Trump's visit to China in November, right, which we all remember that China trip, very controversial, because everyone was, you know, he's not handling it very well with China. He's not going to be able to negotiate you know, with the Chinese, and he's not going to be able to negotiate with these people. So this is our first look at that. Well, during President Trump's visit to China in November, trade and investment deals worth more than $250 billion were announced that are expected to create jobs for American workers, farmers, and ranchers by increasing U.S. exports to China and stimulating investment in American communities. I mean, this is just, it's amazing. You know, we've got Gorsuch in the Supreme Court, which is something that Donald Trump was promising. We've got, again, like I said, extensive job growth. I mean, this is just, it's honestly, we have turned over a new leaf in 2016 for this country. Do I think we have a lot more work to do? Of course, right? Did I read off everything that Donald Trump has done? No, I don't have time to do that. But I think this country has a lot more to do. I think electing Donald Trump was a good start. But like I said after the election on my YouTube channel, I said, look, you know, we did elect Donald Trump. It's a huge win for the United States, and it's a huge win for the freedom of the people and the preservation of the country for future generations. However, this is only the beginning of the fight. We must continue fighting. We must continue to implement policies that are going to carry on through multiple presidents. We cannot have it to where when Donald Trump leaves office, the next president that takes office is just going to overturn everything Donald Trump did. We can't do that. All right? This is a... like I said, we need to implement policies that will last through multiple presidencies. And they need to be positive for the country, because that is where we have to go with this. And also, we want the people to continue to elect small government conservatives. And I think electing Donald Trump was a good start at that. I don't think he was the smallest government person running for office, but I think this is definitely a fantastic start. And I think, I am very optimistic about where the country is headed, ladies and gentlemen. And I think you guys should be as well. But I'm sorry if I offended any liberals with this video. I understand that it's kind of hard to hear that your Lord and Savior Obama was a complete failure as President of the United States objectively, and that Donald Trump is doing a fantastic job. I know that's a hard thing to hear, but that's the facts, and that's what's going on. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and share. Do not forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful New Year's, and I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye-bye.